Hey guys, it's
Tick
and Tag. Welcome back to Daggerfall, where we do
Look
some
at that
quests.
fucking name. Christeria's Farm.
It's a good name.
Where's my phone?
It's a good name.
It's in the lair of old Christeria's Farm.
Wow. Do I then?
You don't mind that. In between episodes, we received our slushies.
Oh yeah. Slushies were received. I sold my GoPro for $115. It came with like 7 batteries. That's like all the accessories.
CHRY.
I listed it today, so it's gone.
YRR. Monster Meals?
Why are you trying to type that in, bro?
Because look how fucking long it is. I'm not gonna remember that.
You couldn't just take a picture of it?
No.
It is gone. I kept trying to tell Shay, convince her that we could totally build a shed out of all the free pallets we can get.
Probably could, actually.
I was trying to convince Shay that we could build a shed out of all the free pallets that we get.
You could.
Yeah, because we get so many of them from the guys on the other side of the fence.
What do they do with them?
They just throw them out because they're just used for...
They just get equipment over here and then...
Yeah, it's because it's like a cable laying company right on the other side of the fence. And so they just
they're
get the
cool
cable.
at just giving them all to you.
Yeah, well, they give us a shit ton of the pallets, all the pallets that we have in the yard right now. And they get a whole bunch of them. But I was trying to convince Shay, but she's like, yeah, but like structural longevity. And I'm like, that's fair. That's a fair concern.
It is.
With pallets.
Did I write it fucking down wrong? Because I might have. I swear to God, if I wrote it down wrong, I'm gonna kill myself.
Should I just take it?
I should put it in your butt, too.
Should have just pictured it longer.
There's another Y after that second R. Apparently.
So you did write it down.
No shit, Sherlock.
You know what this means?
It's 13 syllables long.
You know what this means? Death. Racism is the only path for you. You can't spell, guys. Brayden can't spell.
Oh, I thought you said you couldn't spell.
You just can't spell. Brayden, this one has to go in the deck.
What is it?
Oh, but it's not legendary. Oh,
What is it?
that sucks.
That's
This
survival.
artifact, Relic of Legends. It's a 3-drop artifact. Tap for 1 mana of any color, but then also you can tap an untapped legendary creature you control and add 1 mana of any color. And in a deck where every creature's legendary, that's just mana. But this artifact itself is not legendary, which means it doesn't meet the requirements for the deck.
Yeah.
Which is sucky because that would have been an amazing mana rock. That means our only path now is to kill Connor.
Why am I involved in this?
I don't know. It's just how the tables they turned that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
What? Don't put the. Just put Trevor Butler on front.
Did you see that? The cursor's at the beginning.
Yeah, you have to retype it all.
Watch. Now it's all the way over there.
Retype everything, Brayden.
Definitely not gonna do
This guy can't even type simple
that. I
words.
can't delete it. Fucking goddamn it. Ruins of old.
You can do this, Brayden.
There is no place by that name on your map. What the fuck do you mean, brother?
You just did it wrong.
Where is it? I know for a fact I looked at it properly. I'm pretty sure.
you do it right, you can say, not I. Did you get it wrong?
And it's like ruins of old Christeria's farm.
Beast needs to be dead. Okay.
Okay, I don't understand.
He doesn't understand because he's not the smart.
Fine.
Maybe it's not in Daggerfall.
Don't even
This is peak game system right here.
layer.
Yeah.
Oh, not layer. Ruins of
Hopes.
Old.
And dreams.
fuck it. Feels like it. I'll play further now.
Well, clearly.
I only
it's
have
not
30
real.
days.
39 days.
Wow.
You know what that means?
It's important.
You're gonna
I
fail.
can search everywhere.
I don't-
guess.
But don't forget, guys. I think after this episode, I need to go outside and I need to water plants. That's what I need.
Water plants.
Water plants.
Why are you looking at feet pics, bro?
I'm not.
What was that?
I don't want it to be there.
What is it,
I don't
Tony?
want it to be there. Standing on another duck. Freaking rude ass. Learn to swim on your own. You got this, buddy.
I guess there is a theoretical other option. Hey, I get no response. This guy's racist.
He just
Everyone in this town is
You
racist.
just go talk to him. He just stares at you.
No response.
Look at him standing over there.
Menacingly. No response. No response.
It's easier than like actually having everybody here have dialogue.
No response. I'm hated. Why am I hated?
Oh, are you still like wanted by the guards because you committed all those crimes? So now they want to talk to you. People will not talk to those they hate. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your
Just some
defense?
random guard. Skyrim belongs to the Nords and just brains him.
We're in Daggerfall.
I know, but it's still be funny.
He came all the way to kill you. He had something serious to tell you.
Sir,
Very important.
this blows.
Talk to me.
I'm on a job. I need to kill a tiger.
Oh, you went back?
I didn't have a choice.
Why?
Because I was leaving. I couldn't get directions or anything.
That's so sad. Can't you just like go in, kill the tiger, and then come out and then turn yourself in?
Yeah.
And then go get the thing?
And
Because
then
they were
plead-
following you when you were leaving.
Plead innocent, maybe.
And then go collect the...
I don't know how long it'll take, though. You know what I mean?
No.
Because I only have a day to turn this in.
Okay.
So
It's ridiculous. What's even the point?
I know it's ridiculous. What time is it?
You get a job.
It's 5:30, 15:36. This blows.
Definitely worth it. It's just good.
What is it? No, it's not. Don't lie.
Wrong about this.
Dude, I'm awesome.
fat.
No, you're not, dude. Don't lie.
I'm
Roll
joking.
around in my mom's ride.
You're just making new stereotypes up, like fat people have a reputation. Like,
Fat people are so fat their brains don't process anything properly, so they lie all the time because they're fat.
where's the science that backs that up?
I said so. Here on my high horse in my ivory tower.
It's more like a tower made of wood before. Maybe cardboard that you sell.
No, every time I say that, I straight up imagine a horse on like the smallest tower you can imagine, just walking in circles.
It's like 2 stories tall.
No, like it's still tall, but it's like this big. This is a
Oh,
horse
all of its
circling.
feet are pushed together.
It's like very slowly walking in a circle. Like that's all the space that's up there. It's like, how did you get a horse up there?
A white horse impaled on an ivory tower.
What would you do if you were a shapeshifter?
Shapeshift.
What would I do? What would I use my power for?
I would get into places where horses aren't supposed to be and turn into a horse.
Are you implying I was like, are you implying I can only shapeshift into a horse? That's
No.
very specific.
No, that's just what I would do. Confuse a lot of people. And then that one's always followed up by like 4 images. One is like a horse in a second-story apartment somehow. Another is standing on a lean-to that's not surrounded by anything.
I would find somebody who's paranoid of shapeshifters, shapeshift into them, and then stand in a corner in their house. Be like, hey, I need your help. I need your help. Come here. I need you to help me real quickly. And then just walk into another room, shapeshift into like, I don't know, like a rat and run away. And then just never appear in their house again. Just completely validate their fears, and nobody will ever
See,
believe them.
here's the question. Is it you can only shapeshift into like creatures that like exist, or can you make your own things?
Well, I would.
Because if I could make my own things, I would shapeshift into somebody's sleep paralysis demon and just stand over their bed.
I would shapeshift into them and just stare at them in their sleep. Well, but I would like wake them up, because obviously, if they're just sleeping, I'm just standing over them like nothing's being achieved.
Come on, bro. Beat the game. Beat the game.
We're really tame. Some people would like shapeshift into like influential figures and post really damning.
I would shapeshift into a biblically accurate angel.
Alright, I'm not gonna go with that anymore.
This is the end.
As we know it.
This is the end of the world as we know it. Listen, I don't mind killing tigers.
Tigers in people's houses, though?
Honestly, I wouldn't even mind fist fighting a prostitute for some guy. But I can't kill a tiger if I can't get into your house, buddy.
Try it anyways.
I'll stab you.
Burn the house down.
I'll stab you 37 times in the chest with a rusty spoon. It's 1600. Get a room, please. One day, please. Cool. I'll take 5. Dude, the inns are so much cheaper in this game. The whole last game, I was spending $10 a night at inns.
That's
I
true.
just spent 5. There's been a couple times where like, yeah, you can have room for 2.
Like basically giving them away. Okay, alright guys, time for
For a
you
while.
to each build a deck using
16.
cards that are, their value is less than 10 cents. Like,
That sounds really hard.
that's what my white deck is.
Still sounds really hard.
No, you can do it. Just pick a premise and roll with it.
I choose green.
Okay, well, it can be any color you want.
I choose green.
Okay, what do you want the deck to do?
Make saprolix.
Hey, you probably might be able to. No, you might be able to do
Can we make the cards be just under $1?
that. No,
Under 30 cents.
that's cheating.
Under-
My deck is all cards under 10 cents besides the commander, and she's worth 20.
20 cents
You're dead.
See, the thing is you didn't do it because you chose specifically cards under 10 cents. It's just you're like, I'm just gonna do whatever I am not selling. And that's it.
Yeah, this is worthless. It's like a challenge, you know? Build a good deck. Because I would say that deck's basically, at this point, on the level of like a pre-con.
Possibly. The thing that surprises me is that it's freaking. It's got really reliable mana. I don't think I've ever seen you stall out with your white deck. I think it's
No.
always just.
Yeah,
been
but the
that you
biggest cost in
fizzles.
that white deck is what, 4?
Yeah.
But it's the fact that he's never,
Yeah.
ever gotten mana screwed. It's
No.
always been from fizzling.
Which is funny though also because I'm also shuffling the deck and I have no sleeves, so I never can get like that good shuffle.
Because like
You know?
my decks, I've had times where I've only gotten like 2 mana or 3, and Thomas is just like never.
No.
Like never.
That's
happened.
because that deck
He
is just
comfortably
good.
always
But
sits
also,
at
how much
8 or
mana
9
did you put in
mana.
it?
I don't remember. My brain tells me 40.
Because that would just make sense. but like some decks don't do that.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of precons that just don't have that much land in.
It's just funny though. But like I said, I think that deck is basically on the level of like precons. Maybe not tribal precons, but just like regular.
I'm really looking forward to trying it in my dragon deck.
You're not dumb. You're not too dumb.
I'm sorry, Connor.
What?
We have to sacrifice you
For what?
It's unfortunate.
for being a liar.
For being alive?
A liar.
Yeah,
Why?
that's
All
it.
right. Well, I don't know what to do. This door is locked.
Just do the thing.
No one's around. Shh.
Oh, so the guard's not there.
Apparently.
So he.
It's also been 15 hours since I was last here, though.
So you did it. You're free now.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
It's the tigers.
Tiger.
And there it is.
There's a tiger.
Come up here, I'll eat
We
your
actually
face.
really quickly.
He's in the goddamn ceiling.
But he can't get down. Oh, the tiger's chill apparently.
You can't get up here.
And you're gonna tase the crap out of him? Die!
I'm trying to kill him.
Oh, eat your face.
Well, you failed.
He resisted. He resisted.
He resisted arrest.
He resisted, yeah. Oops.
That's all of my hopes and dreams come true. I'm now a quadrillionaire.
Quadrillion. Oh, reselling business is booming, I guess.
No, I just got money.
Tiger's dead.
There we go. I only zapped him once, technically.
Cool.
The first time he fucking saved against him.
How is a tiger saving against lightning?
I don't know. He's a bitch.
He used the power of fur.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's a bad man.
He's a very dead man now.
Yeah.
I've heard Snake is good.
Like the meat.
Yeah. How would you guys, like, would you try a Rocky Mountain oyster?
What is that?
Bull testicle?
I'd try like a very small amount, but I don't think I would eat it as a staple.
I would at least try it.
My brothers tried it, so
Did they like it?
I think he said it alright.
What time is it? Okay, I have 15 minutes to wait.
How long does 15 minutes go in this game?
Probably too fucking slow.
Nice.
Real slow.
She had to wait here. Why?
Well, because I only had a day, and I think my day ends at 11. So I'm gonna wait until they open up the doors.
Can't just loiter for an hour.
No, because it's almost 10. Because it's literally almost the time where I'm fucked.
Jeez, ridiculous.
This is so stupid.
And they open at what time?
My guess is 10.
So that's a safe
The
guess.
feeling I have is 10:30.
Jeez, how ridiculous.
I know.
Okay, just let me read off that deck.
Yeah.
Gimme!
No!
Fucking give it to me! Trash deck. This is the commander. Oh, so if I just swipe like this, is that just gonna
Yep.
go through all the cards?
Yep. We'll start with creatures, end with lands.
I hate it. Okay, Betor Ancestor's Voice, Flying Lifelink. It's a spirit dragon. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of ++ counters on up to one other target creature you control equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. Return up to one target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you lost this turn from your graveyard to the
That cooled me
battlefield.
down really nice.
That's what they all say.
Seriously.
Alright.
Who the heck is that?
Why? What time is it now?
This lock has nothing to do.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
Aerith Gainsborough. Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put ++ counter on her. Whenever it dies, put X ++ counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of ++ counters on her. Stop that. What's with all the Final Fantasy ones?
They happen to be really good for the deck, buddy.
Aerith Last Ascent. Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If you gain 7 or more life this turn, return that card to the battlefield instead. That could also tells you the value of the cards.
Yep.
These two aren't even that expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy set came out, and then it dropped in price really hard for some reason.
Gabe actually freaking went and bought like 6 booster packs from Walmart one day after we got off work, and he actually pulled apparently like the main guy from that series.
Oh, Cloud.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch of them.
He didn't pull the golden Chocobo?
Chocobo?
Chocobobo?
The golden
That's
Chocobo?
worth like 60 grand?
What?
Yeah.
Did you hear how much the One Ring was sold for?
It's like $1 million something.
Yeah, it was like 1.2 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but the golden Chocobo, the serialized golden Chocobo.
There's only one or something?
No, there's like 77 of them.
Oh, dang.
The serialized ones always go crazy.
I know, but like the golden Chocobo for crazy.
so
Chocobo.
cool? Is it just that they're special,
Chocobo.
or like what's cool about them?
They're serialized.
That's it.
What does that mean?
It's a golden.
It means that they printed 77 out of 77 of these specific, like, art or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
And that's it.
that's it.
and then
Have
there's
they all
all the
been-
other cards that aren't
I was gonna
serialized.
say, how many have been found already?
I don't know. Not 77. At least not documented. Alright, Arvad, the Cursed. Death Touch, Lifelink. Other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2. Trash. Dump him. Can I
Well,
swipe?
and he's like a 4-drop.
He's a 5. Can I swipe up to delete?
No.
Baron Bertram, Greywater. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 Black Vampire Rogue creature token with lifelink. This ability triggers only once each turn. Pay 2, sacrifice to the creature or artifact, draw a card. Doxos, Blessed by the Sun. Its toughness is equal to your devotion to white. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. Dragon Lord Dramoka. So it can be countered. Flying, lifelink. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Elenda, Saint of Dusk. I think you're cooked, bro. Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Lifelink, hexproof from instance. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets with +1/+1 and has menace. Elenda gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting. Boom. Lifelink. Oh, Elenda the. And that's funny. The Dusk Rose. That's funny. Same person. Lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, proposes counter on it. When it dies, create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink where X is your power. Emara, Soul of the Accord. Whenever it becomes tapped, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Erebos, God of the Dead.
Yeah.
Indestructible. As long as your devotion to black is less than 5, he's not a creature. Your opponents can't gain life. Pay 2 life, draw a card. It's good.
He's a 3-drop.
He's a 4-drop. But that's still good though.
Yeah, that's still crazy. You just can't gain life anymore.
What colors is this deck?
Green, black, white.
Greymond, Avacyn's Stalwart. As it enters the battlefield, choose 2 abilities from among First Strike, Vigilance, and Other. Humans you control have the chosen abilities. As long as you control 4 or more humans you control get +2/+2.
Some of those are, honestly, believe it or not, a lot of those are the better cards that I had.
The better option.
Yeah,
I think you're cooked, bro.
I think I'm
Just
cooked.
give up.
I can always re-go. Not re-go back. But re-go back.
Re-go back.
Yeah, re-go back.
Heliod Sun Crown. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, okay. Whenever you gain life, put a +1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Pay 2. Another target creature gains life in turn. That's good though. For 3 mana, that's good. Because that's whenever you gain life, you get counters on your shit. That's real good. That's real good. That's real good. Henrika Domanathi. Flying. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Each player sacrifices a creature. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Transform, which becomes a 3/4 with flying, death touch, lifelink. Pay 3. Each creature you control with flying, death touch, and or lifelink gets +1/+1 until end turn.
See, I would just go with draw a card, lose 1 life, and then Transformer. Not make everybody sacrifice, probably. Because there's no reason, because I'm not going to be making enough creatures to be able to just sacrifice all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
So the majority of the time, I'll just use her ability just basically for personal gain.
Yeah,
So, and I'll be gaining a shitload of life, so it doesn't matter.
exactly.
I'd love to put Chalice of Life in there.
And it's not legendary, unfortunately.
I know.
Yeah, sad.
It's rough.
Kirk, son of Yawgmoth, lifelink for each swamp. Each black in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana cost. Whenever you cast a black spell, put Blizzard counter on it. Kun Oros, Hound of Atheros. You did it!
I got it!
Yay!
Here's money.
Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. What time did he open?
Fucking 11.
Rude.
What was it?
I don't know, DoorDash?
It's nothing important.
Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. Creature cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards. That's fine.
Shuts down a lot of black decks.
It's true. Kuron, Ogre, Ascendant. At end of turn, if 3 or more creatures were put into graveyards from play this turn, flip him. And then he becomes Kuron's Essence. Legendary enchantment. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. Interesting. Lathiel, the Bounteous Dawn. Lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, distribute up to that many plus those counters with any number of other target creatures. That's good. That's good. That's good. Alright, let's see. Lisa, Forgotten Archangel, Flying Lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next instant. The creature an opponent controls will die, exile it instead. Yes. Lisa, Shroud of Dusk. Rather than pay 2 colors for each previous time you've cast this spell from the command zone this game, pay 2 life how many times? Oh, she's not command. Flying Lifelink, whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. You too?
Yeah.
Whenever a player casts a spell, we all just suffer, I guess.
It says, whenever a player casts a spell, that player loses 2 life?
Yeah, they lose 2 life.
Oh my god.
So it's not a big deal.
So whenever you cast a spell or they cast a spell, we all lose 2 life. Everybody's dying. Yay! Liliana, Heretical Healing. Lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile her, then return her to the battlefield, transform under owner's control. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield. She transforms into Liliana, Defiant Necromancer. Each player discards a card for +2. -X. Return target non-legendary creature card from Runic cost X from grave to the battlefield. Okay, so that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then -8. You get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. Sounds good. So just +2. Each player discards a card. Just keep doing that.
Yep.
So wait, when it creature control dies. Oh jeez, alright. Interesting. How interesting. Do you guys think that there is any card that you like so much that you would get it like professionally graded?
No.
No.
Absolutely.
Not now, no.
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 You never run into a card that you're just like, oh yeah, this card right here, I just love it so much that I just want it to be professionally graded
Not really.
and in a slab.
I'm looking for a tiger or a bear. I don't know yet.
Look up.
I'm sure I'll know when I see
Closet
it.
bear.
Lurus of the Dream Den. Companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less.
That's a tough companion to get to, by the way.
What do you mean?
The companion, so you can have 101 cards in your deck instead of 1.
Right.
And so you have to have all of your cards be 2 or less
Oh,
to drop
yeah.
it to half and miss your companion.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah.
And companion just sits with the commander.
Actually, it doesn't exist inside the game zone at all.
Interesting. So,
Yeah.
so he just like, how do you cast it?
It's the same way you cast your commander, and
So-
it has the same rules and all of that stuff.
He just sits in another zone.
It technically sits outside of the game. Yeah. Interesting.
But he doesn't cost more when you get to resummon it?
No, he does. Like
So
I said, he follows all the same rules as the commander.
Interesting.
Oh, cool. I killed a tiger, I guess. Through
Nice.
the door.
Lifelink. During each of your turns, you may cast one permanent spell with commander mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. Yeah, that's a tough sell. I mean, like, each permanent card in your starting deck currently costs 2 or less. Just trying to think of, like, if I were to put that into my, like, white Inofensa deck, you know? I'm like, how many cards would I have to drop in order to, like, have this guy as a companion?
Yeah, but then it also changes your deck to a black deck as well.
It does, but I
So
wouldn't
you
have
could,
any black.
yeah, but you could swap in black creatures.
Does it?
Yeah,
But he's not the commander.
doesn't matter. This is how companion works.
Companion just becomes... He's just a second commander.
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like partner. So what you could do is partner and then have another guy like that. If you tried really hard, basically.
Well, I do have a fun one that's a 2-drop with partner, and it's whenever your commander attacks, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Alright, Lyra Dawnbringer. Flying, first strike, lifelink. Other angels you control get +1/+1 have lifelink. Mangara the Diplomat. Lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. That's cool. Mavrin Fiend Dusk Apostle. When one or more non-token vampires you control attack, create a 1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Okay, fair enough. Audric, Lanark, Marshall. At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. The creature you control has first strike. Oh, the same is true for flying, death touch, double strike, haste, extra indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, skulk, trample, and vigilance. So yeah, if you attack, if you know at the beginning of your combat, creatures just get something whatever that other creatures have. Oh, then of course, Audric, Master Tactician, the man, the myth, the legend.
Of course.
Rosa, Resolute, White Mage. Reach. Beginning of combat on your turn. The plus was a counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until your turn. Runetail, Kitsune Ascendant. When you have 30 or more life, clip him.
That's why.
Flip him. And he becomes a legendary enchantment. For all damage that will be dealt to creatures you control. Okay, that's cool. When you have 30 or more life.
Yes.
So does that mean the moment you just play it, he just gets to flip and just all your creatures get to be not
Yeah.
take damage?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really good for commander. If you can get him out before you lose
Right, and
life.
but is he a 3?
He's a 3-drop.
So if he's in my
That's-
starting hand, it's guaranteed that I get that enchantment.
Yeah, you just get it. He's just like, well, I have 30 life, and I just flip him over. That's super funny. He was not made with the idea of commander. Sasaya Orochi Ascendant. Reveal your hand. If you have 7 or more land cards in your hand, flip it. You'll never flip it. Whenever a land you control is tapped for mana, add 1 mana of that type to your mana pool for each other land you control this end. You're never getting that ability, so good luck. Ugh. It's like if you like reveal your hand and have 7 or more lands in your hand, you can flip her. Oh shit.
Oh, dude, I've improved my reputation.
How?
I'm back to a common citizen.
Who were you before?
Unreliable, remember?
Scum. Yeah, so it's like reveal your hand. If you have 7 or more land cards in your hand, you can flip it. So,
Oh my god, why is everybody here so fucking mean? I'm here to kill a bear and or tiger.
Shalinda, Yvonne, Acolyte. Okay. Lifelink. Whenever another
You gotta go
creature
polite.
you control
I've
enters,
been
put a plus
doing
one
that,
counter
and
on
they
that
don't-
creature
They're so
if
mean.
its power is less than 6. Otherwise, what
West.
has it
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Something I can use at least.
That's funny. So she literally just does what Anafenza does,
Oh,
just
really?
slightly different. So she's a 2-drop, 2/2, same thing. She has lifelink though. But whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1 counter on that creature if its power is less than her power. Otherwise, she gets the counter.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very similar to Bolster.
There, they marked it.
Sorin of House Markov. Lifelink Extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay this. If you do, each opponent losing life, you gain a life. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, exile this guy, then return him to the battlefield, transformed under his owner's control. And he is a planeswalker.
Yep.
And +2, create a food token. -1, he deals damage equal to the amount of life you gain this turn to any target. -6, gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire and destroys other types. The life link counter on it if you control a white permanent other than that creature or sword. Coolio. Taborax, Hope's Demise. Flying. Hope's Demise has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more +2 counters on it. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a +2 counter on him. If that creature was a cleric, when you draw a card, you lose 1. Boop. Tesa Karlov. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability, the permanent you control a trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Creature.
Oh, it's a bear this time.
Creature tokens you control have vigilance on it. Hey.
Wow.
Oh, that was just unfortunate.
She smited it.
That was just rude. Oh
I'm
my
a
god,
spell
there's a truck outside. Whoa. That's
Whoa.
crazy. That's oh, there's a second car.
Whoa.
Wow, that is just entertainment right there. That was like
That's peaking.
double whammy.
Mo.
Tivash, Gloom Summoner. Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, you may pay X life, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. If you do, create an XX black demon creature token. That's good. I like that one.
My etiquette skill has improved.
Oh, we can talk about
Apparently.
it. Tolsimir,
Yeah.
Midnight's Light. Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, create Voja Fenstalker, a legendary 5/5 green and white wolf creature token with trample. Okay. That's cool. Whenever a wolf you control attacks, if Tolsimir attacks this combat, target creature you control blocks that wolf this combat. Trostani Discordant. Other creatures you control get +1. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with weapon. At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. Oh, that's cool. Valentin, Dean of the Vein. Menace lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. When he flips, how does he flip though? It doesn't say. Oh, you pay 4 mana to flip him. And then he becomes a creature with whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +2 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until end. That's nice. It's nice. Damn, that could be really bad really fast. Volgavoth, Terror Eater. Flying lifelink. Ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. If a card you didn't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with this guy. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to the mana value rather than paying its mana cost. Makes sense. Vincent Valentine. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters on him equal to that creature's power. Whenever Vincent attacks, you may transform. Opponent controls dies, put a number of to that creature's power. Dude, he can get big fangs. You can transform him to trample lifelink. Whenever he dies, return it to the battlefield tapped. Front face up. Becomes immortal. Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Pay 5. Creatures you control gain life like a turn. Oh, Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much
Not
life.
again. Not again.
What'd you do?
I can't do this again.
Why?
This is another fucking locked house I have to go in to kill a thing for somebody.
Well, at least there's no guards watching you. Oh,
For real, dude.
Also, this guy might actually be good in your talks.
What exactly does he do?
Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. He's only a 3-drop.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Black.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about swapping out Defiant Bloodlord for him because they do the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
Or they're the opposite.
What the heck? It's a spider.
But you gotta just keep. You gotta have multiples.
Yeah, I know. I'm also considering that.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No, give me a second.
The guard's gonna kill you while you're trying
He's
to...
using. Oh, you're dead. This is the end. Damn it.
The spider's
Perfect.
dead.
Okay.
You have to keep breaking into people's houses to kill the friggin' creatures.
Yeah,
It's kind of retarded. Since they're hiring you to do this.
I know. That's why it's so annoying. Okay.
Telling yourself in.
Vana, Butcher of
Oh,
Magan.
he's gonna beat you.
Vigil's life. Pay 7. Life. Destroy target non-land permanent. Activate only during your turn.
Great. So I have to surrender right as it happens.
It's so sad. A tier and pre-win. Good creature has base power and toughness XX, where X is your life total. That's funny.
Get me in.
All Hammeret's Archive. If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead. If you would draw a card, except the first one you draw, in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Adriel Flame the West. Equipped creature gets +3/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create 2 tapped 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. That creature is legendary. Instead, create 2 of those tokens that are tapped and attacking. Nice. Andrel Narcel Forge. Or Reforged. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the year. Whenever equipped creature attacks, the blizzard counter on each creature you control. If you have the city's blessing, put 2 blizzard counters on each creature you control instead. Damn! That's fun. That's a good artifact. No wonder it's freaking like $8. You got this, kid. I believe in you. Was he like invincible or something?
I was paralyzed. You remember the good old days?
Oh yeah. Aveston's Memorial. Indestructible. Other legendary permanents you control have indestructible. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
considered putting a Chromos Memorial in there too, but I'm like,
What's a Chromos Memorial do?
it gives flying, indestructible, first strike, vigilance, and protection from black and red or something like that.
Jeez. Azer's Gate. Pay 1, tap it, draw a card, then exile a card from your hand.
Damn it!
If cards with 5 or more different converted mana costs are exiled with it, you gain 5 life, untap it, and transform it. Becomes a legendary land. Tap it at X mana of any one color to mana pool where X is your life total. Jesus Christ. Just shit ton of mana. Infinity mana. Bitter Thorn Nissa's Animus. Living Weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 black Phyrexian Germ creature token and attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tab, and shuffle.
Why did he kill me? I surrendered.
Because he was like, too late, bitch. You surrendered to your life.
I didn't even run away or anything. What fucking time is it? It's 12:23. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about this thing.
You can cry. Black Blade Reforged. Equip creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Equip legendary creature points. Bontu's Monument. Black creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Nice. Staff of Hermes. Equip creature has lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, equip creature gets +5/+5 and has indestructible and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature.
The fuck am I?
So it has indestructible and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature. What does that even mean?
What is what? So like -1/-1 counters can't be put on.
So like infect.
Yeah.
So infect wouldn't pass
Yeah.
through his indestructibility. Okay.
Because he can't take combat damage.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like-
It's just funny. 'Cause they had to do both of it, but couldn't they have just put prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature? But I guess no, because then it would not negate destroy.
Right.
So like this creature could still be destroyed. Weird.
It could have just said have protection from all colors.
Could have.
It would have been easier.
I'm gonna go take a nap. You guys hold down the fort.
We'll try.
Chromatic Orrery.
Yeah.
You may spend mana as though it were
Right,
mana of any color.
Oh,
Tap it to add
yeah.
5 colors. Pay 5, tap it. Draw a card for each color among permanents you control. Tarian's Journal. Sacrifice another artifact or creature. Draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. Pay 2, tap it. Discard your hand. Transform it. Add black. Becomes a land. Tap it. Add black. Tap it. You may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters the battlefield with a finality counter on it, and is a vampire just its other type. The creature with finality counter will die, exile it instead. Thousand Moons Smithy. When it enters the battlefield, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness each equal to the number of artifacts and creatures you control. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, transform it. And it transforms into a legendary artifact land with tap to add white and then whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by this card, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with power and toughness equal to another artifact from the board. Okay. Coolio. Kamali's Druidic Vow. You may cast a legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of land and or legendary permanent cards with converted mana cost X or less from only one battlefield. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a good one. That's a good one. Acolyte of Bahamut. Commander, creatures you own have the first dragon spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. It's so specific. Agent of the Shadow Thieves. Commander, creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more than that player with +1/+1 counter on this creature, it gains Death Touch and the Sharp Touch. Whenever this creature attacks a player, no opponent has more life than that player. Okay.
So if I attack the person with the most HP.
Yeah. Day
Other
of
than me.
Destiny. Yeah, of course. Day of Destiny. Legendary creature you control get +2/+2. Eye of Nidhogg. Enchant creature. Enchant creature is a black dragon with base power and toughness 4/2, has flying and death touch, and is goaded. When it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return it to its owner's hand. Cool. Growing Rights of Litlmock. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest the bottom of your library in New York. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform it. And then it turns into a legendary land with a test for green, or a test for green for each creature you control. Here we go. Like controlling 4 or more creatures is not hard to do. Especially for green. It's a pretty cheap card too, only $2.90. That would go on the sapling deck. Unbend of Cleansing Fire. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life for each shrine you control. Isn't this the only shrine in the deck? So when it enters...
No, there's another one.
Oh, there is. Maybe. So anyways, basically when it comes out, you'll just get 2 life.
Yeah, so 2's a lot, honestly.
Something.
To be getting consistently from turn, what, 3?
Well, especially it's turn 4 to play it, but especially if you've got like a bunch of all your stuff out that like every time you gain life, you get counters or creatures or some shit goes on. Hondel of Life's Web. Beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token on the battlefield for each shrine you control. Oh, that's the other shrine. Cool. Inspiring Leader. Commander creatures you own have creature tokens you control get plus wisdom. Journey to Eternity. Enchant creature you control. When an enchanted creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control, then return Journey to Eternity to the battlefield transformed under your control, and it transforms into a legendary land. Tap it at 1 mana, any color to mana pool, pay 5, tap return target creature card, from graveyard to the battlefield. Dang, it did the thing to me again. Okay. Profane Procession. 5. Exile target creature. Then, if there are 3 or more cards exiled with Profane Procession, transform. Legendary Land. Add 1 mana of any color to mana pool. Pay 4. Tap it. Put a creature card exiled with this permanent on the battlefield. Nice. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X mana of any 1 color where X is the number of shrines you control, which in this case probably the 1. Tiny Bones joins up. The frick is that? Okay. When it enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, any number of target players each mill a card and lose 1 life. It's so fun. It's so silly.
Oh my god, look at that.
What'd you do?
Look at that broken texture.
Oh, what'd you do? You broke the texture!
And then it's back. And then it's gone. And it's back again. Then it's
my
gone
God.
again. Then it's back again. This is gone again.
This is good. This is good. Vraska joins up. Oh wow. There's battlefield, put a death touch counter on each creature you control. Whenever a legendary creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Dark Depths. There's battlefield with 10 ice counters on it. Pay 3. Remove an ice counter from it. When it has no ice counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, create somewhat legendary 2020 black avatar creature token with flying inertia. It's a whole ass land play to play that. It's so silly.
And it's a land, and then I have other lands that'll let that land tap for land.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so.
Ijano, Seat of the Empire. Taps for white. Pay 3, discard it. It deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate each legendary creature you control. Flagstone of Trocare. Taps for white. When it is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped, shuffle your library.
So I know what I'm looking for.
Do
But
you?
like, yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
You don't believe me?
There we go. 2 basic forests.
Yep. But there's also not much green in the deck, so.
Gaia's Cradle. No, these ones. This isn't a forest.
That's a guy's crazy.
This is Gaia's Cradle. Add 1 green to your mana pool for each creature you control.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's why it's a $900 card.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a 990.
Gemstone Caverns. It is in your opening hand. and you're not the starting player, you can begin the game with it on the battlefield. With luck counter on it, you do exile cards from your hand. Add colors. Tap it, add colors. Choose one has a luck counter on it. Instead, add 1 mana of any color. Hall of the Bandit Lord. Comes into play tapped. Tap it, pay 3 life, add 1 colorless to your mana pool. That mana is spent on a creature spell. That creature has haste. Interesting. Haven Gold Laboratory. Tap for colorless. Pay 4 tap, investigate. Create a clue token, and it's an artifact with pay 2 sacrifices. Artifact token. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice 3 or more clues this turn, transform it. It transforms into. When this land transforms into Haven Gold Mystery, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When the creature is put onto the battlefield with it leaves the battlefield, transform it. Pay 1 life. Out of luck. Core Haven. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Pay 2, tap it. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by target attacking creature this turn. Mirren the Moaning Well. Add 1 colorless to your mana pool. Pay 3, tap it. Sacrifice a creature. You gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. And then 7 plains and 6 swamp. And then the Grey Havens. When it enters battlefield, scry 1. Tap it for colorless. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creature cards in your graveyard. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. Each land is a swamp in addition to other land types. Volrath's Stronghold. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Pay 2, tap it. Put target creature card from the graveyard on top of your library. That's $97. Westvale Abbey. I love Westvale Abbey. Oh yeah, legendary creature demon. Flying lifelink indestructible haste. Love it.
Oh, that's the land one?
Yeah, the Westvale Abbey, when you pay 5, tap it, sack 5 creatures, you just get God, basically.
Vampire.
No, it's a demon.
Oh.
Flying lifelink indestructible with haste.
Literally Satan.
Yeah, basically.
Literally Satan.
Yavamia Hollow. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, pay green, tap it, regenerate target creature.
Seems pretty good.
Yavimar, Cradle of Growth. Each land is a forest in addition to other land types. That's it. And that's all of them. And that, my friends, is the game.
Yeah.
It's called Try, because that's all you can do. Alright, I guess I should go pull my camera, because it's not really good.
But every single card is a legendary, except for the basic ones.
Except for the basic ones. So,
Yep.
you know, it follows this very odd, specific criteria.
Yep.
Oh, there. Okay. I was like, your camera, it's flying away. Ah! Oh, no. Who's that?
Some guy with a thick ass neck.
Punch her in the face. That's weird. That looks like a whore.
Start trying to consume it? What is wrong with you? He's crazy.
Alright, well, this is gonna take for fucking ever.
Why?
Because I'm looking for a thing in the middle of a field.
Why?
Fuck you, that's weird.
Enter. Good night.
Alright, well, we can end it here.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a harpy nest, I'm never gonna find it, so.
You might.
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright, well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
So next time, peace out.
Bye bye.